Good evening, everyone. Calling to order this evening our regular public meeting for October. Let's call the meeting to order and have a roll call this evening, please, Stephanie.
Yes. Councilmember Shimeleski.
Present.
Councilmember Cerna.
Here.
Councilmember Barton.
Here.
Councilmember Elam.
Here.
Councilmember Fry.
Here.
Vice President Kingsley.
Here.
President Sokolowski.
Here.
And Mayor Aronson.
Here.
Thank you.
Wonderful, thank you. If everyone wouldn't mind rising for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Fly.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Great, thank you. All right, let's get started here. Brittany, did we have any public comments that we received in the last 2 weeks around the October 1st working session or anything on this voting meeting? Okay, all right. Do we have any public comment this evening from the audience on any agenda items for this evening? Okay. Hearing no public comment, we'll move right along into our presentations. As a reminder, please, council, turn on your microphones when you're speaking so that our audience at home can hear us. We do have an uptick in the watching of our meetings, so that is exciting for us. All right, first item on our presentation agenda is a proclamation, and that is 2025-09. It's recognizing October 19th through 26th of 2025 as Businesswomen's Week. We have Donna Jones, the president of the Greater Conshohocken Chapter of Business and Professional Women, here to accept the award from Yaniv and Anita Barton.
Thank you, President Sokolowski. I'm very honored to kick off Conshohocken Businesswomen's Week for the second year running. Come on up. The incredible leadership just in this room, from business owners to nonprofit and community leaders, is nothing short of inspiring. I'm so thankful that I get to work with all of you throughout the year, and I thank all of you for joining us here tonight. I also want to recognize that Conshohocken Borough has women in key leadership positions, including Council President and Vice President, Borough Manager, Parks and Recreation Director, Chamber of Commerce Executive Director, and of course Donna Jones up here with us, our Greater Conshohocken Business and Professional Women President. I will turn it over to our senior council member, Anita Barton, to read the proclamation to everyone here. And please join us after the reading for some pictures with council.
Thank you, Mayor. This is a proclamation recognizing October 19th to the 25th, 2025 as Businesswomen's Week. Whereas the Borough of Conshohocken was founded on the principles of fairness, inclusion, and opportunity, and continues to uphold these values in today's dynamic global economy. And whereas women in Pennsylvania, both past and present, have worked diligently and overcome significant challenges, demonstrating resilience, innovation, and leadership. And whereas women in Conshohocken lead successful businesses, excel as highly educated and skilled professionals, and distinguish themselves in fields both traditional and emerging. And whereas women in the workplace, together with their allies, advocate for policies that strengthen society, including equal pay for equal work, paid family and medical leave, and equitable opportunities for leadership and advancement. And whereas these accomplished individuals are employers, colleagues, community leaders, mentors, and family members whose contributions enrich the civic, cultural, and economic life of Conshohocken. And whereas the pursuit of equality in business and the workplace, regardless of gender, race, or religion, remains essential to ensuring the future generations inherit a world with doors of opportunity open wider than ever before. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed that the Borough of Conshohocken hereby recognizes Businesswomen's Week, October 19th to the 25th, 2025, and encourages all residents to celebrate the achievements of working women and their vital contributions to our community. Congratulations, and I thank you. Sure.
You guys look great.
Okay, moving right along, I do need a motion to approve the Proclamation 2025-09 that recognizes October 19th through the 25th of 2025 as Businesswomen's Week in Conshohocken.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposed? Motion carries. All right. Sorry for the noise on my mic. Let's move the mic over there. All right, next item on our agenda this evening is under Land Use Matters, Public Hearings and Ordinances. We will be considering adopting Ordinance 04-25, which would be amending the borough's traffic and parking ordinance to make East 2nd Avenue one-way traffic pattern permanent, along with the addition of 15-minute to-go parking spaces on East 2nd Avenue and East 1st Avenue. In addition, a stop sign at the West 2nd Avenue and Forrest Street. Anyone have any questions or comments or concerns that were brought that you want to bring forward today?
I'll just share Mr. Primanti's stead. I've talked to him about this at length. He understands some of the reasoning behind it. He did want me to say he's still against it. He wanted that on the record as far as that goes. So I just wanted to share that. I did promise him I would speak. He was not able to make the meeting, so I did want to make that clear for everyone here.
Thank you, Ralph.
Okay?
Okay, hearing nothing else from council, I'll turn the mic over to Mike Peters just to review the stipulations of these amended ordinance.
Thank you very much. So this is a culmination, obviously, of several temporary resolutions that have been in place. So the specifics, although you did identify, generally speaking, the intersections and areas, there will now be one-way traffic on East 2nd Avenue between Fayette and Harry Street in the easterly direction, a stop sign on West 2nd Avenue at the intersection with Forest in the easterly direction. 15-minute to-go parking will be instituted, and again, it's already there on a temporary basis, but it will now be permanent. 3 spaces on East 1st between Fayette and Harry. There was 1 space before the temporary. Now there will be 3, and the ordinance is being amended to reflect that. And then 4 15-minute to-go parking spaces on East 2nd between Fayette and Harry. The ordinance otherwise just contains our form language, repealing prior inconsistent ordinances and setting an effective date, and it will be effected at the earliest time permitted by Pennsylvania law, which is when the mayor signs it. So that is the ordinance as drafted. It has been advertised, and it's ready for your vote this evening.
Thank you, Mr. Peters.
Sure.
Hearing Mr. Peters' explanation, do I have a motion? Do I need a motion?
Make
Yes.
that motion.
Okay. Do I have a motion to accept Ordinance 04-2025 that amends the borough's traffic and parking ordinance?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Next item on our agenda this evening is to consider adopting Ordinance 05-2025, establishing a Civil Service Commission for Fire Services. Any questions related to establishing a new ordinance around civil service? Hearing no questions, I'll be looking for a motion to adopt the Ordinance 05-2025, which will establish a Civil Service Commission for our fire services.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Next item on our agenda this evening is our consent agenda. So I'll be looking at motions to approve and adopt the September 3rd and 17th regular meeting minutes and the September 24th special meeting minutes, as well as approving the September ending treasurer's report and accounts payable. So let's start with adopting the minutes from our September meetings. Do I have a motion to approve and adopt the minutes from September 3rd, September 17th, and September 24th?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Next motion I'll be looking for is to approve the September ending treasurer's report and accounts payable in the amount of $3,218,161.27.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Next item on our agenda this evening is under the unfinished business, and this is to consider approving the police collective bargaining agreement for 2026 through 2028. This is the collective bargaining agreement. Are there any questions related to anything outstanding on the collective bargaining agreement?
Can I just make a note for the record?
That would be great.
Okay. So the stipulations of the agreement are complete. The bargaining unit and the Borough Administration and the Labor Attorney are finalizing language on a drug and alcohol testing policy. So the concept is approved, the final wording we are working through. So there will be a 120-day stipulation in the contract that allows for that finalization of the policy to be completed and then added as an addendum. So you're ratifying, again, both parties have agreed to the concept. It's finalizing the final language that we're working through.
Any questions related to the language that we're just waiting on? Okay. All right, hearing no questions, do I have a motion to approve the police collective bargaining agreement for the years of 2026, 2027, and 2028? And that, again, would be subject to the final review and approval by the borough manager and borough's labor attorney.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Next item under unfinished business is to consider approving Resolution 2025-33, and this would be authorizing the submission of the 2025 CDBG application. Any questions related to Chris's CDBG application? Okay, hearing no questions, do I have a motion to approve Resolution 2025-33?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Next item is to consider approving the CDBG 3-year Community Development Plan. Any questions related to the Community Development Plan that was presented by Chris Stetler? Okay, hearing no questions, do I have a motion to approve our 3-year Community Development Plan for the CDBG program?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Next item on our agenda this evening is to consider approving documents that are associated with the Conshohocken Rowing Center reorganization and authorizing the borough manager and solicitor to execute those applicable documents. So as a reminder, these would be the documents of a letter of resignation of the Borough of Conshohocken from the Conshohocken Rowing Center, a written consent of all the members, an amendment to the ground lease agreement, a second amended and restated Articles of Incorporation, a second amended and restated bylaws, the lease agreement, and the operating agreement for the boathouse. Any questions related to those documents? Hearing no questions, I'll be looking for a motion to approve those documents associated with the Conshohocken Rowing Center reorganization.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
And we have a motion and a second upon the borough manager and solicitor actually executing those documents. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Motion carries. Our next item on our agenda this evening is our new business section, and we will be conducting interviews with applicants for the Friends of Conshohocken Parks and the Planning Commission. So as everybody knows, we still have openings on many of our boards and commissions, and we are grateful that folks keep applying for them. So thank you for coming out this evening. So this evening, we will do applicants. The first applicant would be Friends of Conshohocken Parks, and that would be Shayna Smith. Come on up, Shayna.
Thank you. You're okay?
They're not distance glasses, they're close glasses. How are you this
I'm
evening?
great. Thank you for
Wonderful.
having me. How are
Yeah,
you?
absolutely, we're great. Tell us a little bit about you and why you want to be on the Friends of Conshohocken Parks.
Yeah, absolutely. So my name's Shanna. I am a Pittsburgh native and moved out here for my last job about 5 years ago. Lived in Riverwalk for many years, and just a year ago, me and my husband bought our first house right by Marywood Park. So we love Conshohocken. We don't plan on going anywhere, and I'm really involved with my Toastmasters club. I met Brian McGran there, and he's the one that brought this opportunity to my attention. And what I think makes Conshohocken so unique is our parks. Like, I have family come out from Pittsburgh and they're like blown away by how awesome the parks are. So I love our parks. We don't have kids yet, but eventually we will. And I think it's just a great way. It's the future of Conshohocken, the kids. So I love our parks and I want to keep them as amazing as they are. And for my job, I'm in sales for Cisco, the tech company. So specifically around fundraising, I love meeting new people and would love to raise money for the parks because that's something I'm very passionate about.
Great, wonderful. Anyone have any questions for Shayna?
What are some things in your sales job that you can bring into this fundraising portion for the Conshohocken Parks?
Yeah, great question. So some things I can do, really bringing people together. I do host some events, so that's something I thought about asking for corporate sponsorship as well. So in my day-to-day sales jobs, I do work remotely, but I travel a lot. So being so local, I have no problem knocking on doors or going anywhere, and probably using some email campaigns and things like that to get some more attention around the parks and how people can contribute to make them even better. Yeah.
I was just curious how would you position our parks or make our parks appear attractive to people like you who don't have kids yet, but they might have they're, say, in your age range, they're settling down here.
Yeah.
What would you say about our parks?
So living so close to Marywood Park, the lights that are in there are just beautiful. So if it's a nice brisk night like it is tonight, I just walked up here, walking straight through that park, I think is just great to get some fresh air. And because Conshauken's so walkable, I think I have some friends that live on West 10th and everything, and just going through the parks, I think they're beautiful on their own, even if you don't have kids, just because of everything that you guys have done for the parks so far. And yeah, that would just be one example.
Great.
Anyone else?
You've had a chance to talk with me, and I'm sure you've talked to Brian at length. Do you feel comfortable with the committee and the position and what council's vision is for the committee?
Absolutely, yeah. I'm excited to dive right in, learn more, connect with all of you, and see what I can contribute. So yeah, I completely understand it, and I'm just really excited to get started.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Anyone else? Well, thanks for coming in and thanks for your energy and
Absolutely.
What a great background to bring to this group. So thank you.
Thank you. All right, have a great night.
You too. All right, the next individual we will be interviewing this evening is for the Planning Commission. And I'm going to try this, and you'll have to tell me how bad I butcher it, but it will be Stephen Mitchellcheck.
Yeah, Stephen Michael Zach.
Michael Sack. I tried.
Polish names. I'm sure you get it a lot as well. But yeah, I'll tell you a little bit about myself. My name's Stephen Michael Zach. I've been a resident here for just over a year. I'm on Spring Mill Ave. I'm interested in the Planning Commission vacancy because I just think it'd be a great way to serve the community and use my expertise. And my day job is as a civil engineer, so I do have experience presenting in front of councils and boroughs and townships in regards to private land development projects. I think it'd be a great benefit for myself and gaining that experience on the other side of the table. And yeah, I think it would be a good fit and mutual beneficial, I guess. Like I said, I've only been here a year, but I've enjoyed my time here in Conshohocken so far, and I'm originally from Bucks County.
Tell me how you heard about the role on the Planning Commission and
Yeah, so I think it's you know, kind of the role that I play in my career. It's always something that I'd want to be a part of, in you know, being on the other side of the table, of course. And I think that I can, you know, I can help out the community with my skills, and then the community can help me as well as seeing how the role fits, you know, a government position.
Great. Council have any questions?
Yeah, you said on here that you would also interested in zoning. We don't have a vacancy yet, but I assume you would be coming back when there is a vacancy to interview again for that.
Yeah, I think I could be suited for both Planning Commission and Zoning Hearing Board. You know, I'm familiar with both. I've presented for variances for private land development, and then Planning Commission as well as a part of the land development, you know, criteria. So I think I could be, you know, I didn't even know I could be a part of both. Is that what you guys are thinking?
I'm just reading your.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I could do whatever you guys need help with, and you know, I'm open to either. I think Planning Commission I might be better suited for, you know, generating you know, engineering comments and whatnot. I also wanted to mention that I work for Pannoni Associates, which is the zoning office. You appointed them as the zoning officer and the traffic engineer, but your municipal engineer is Gilmore Associates. So I don't work in the office that does that work for you guys. I work in a different office, but I did speak with them, and they had no issue with me, you know, helping out here.
Thanks for that disclosure.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Anyone else have any questions? Well, we appreciate you
Yeah.
coming out,
Thanks.
and thanks for your interest,
Of
and
course.
welcome to our public meetings.
Thanks for your time. Appreciate it.
So much. All right, this evening, there's no vote on those two boards and committees. That will follow at our next meeting. Next item is to conduct interviews with our applicants for the Civil Service Commission, and we will be considering appointment for this evening. So we have two individuals this evening for interview, Gary Davis and Ryan Belcher. So if, Gary, you don't mind coming up to the podium and giving us a quick overview of you and why you want to do Civil Service Commission.
Sure. My name's Gary Davis. I grew up in White Marsh Township, and then I moved into Conshohocken when I got married. So I've been in the borough around 35 years. I joined the fire service at the age of 14 at Spring Mill. I was born into the fire service with my family. I moved to Conshohocken. I began running up there. During my career, my full-time job is a firefighter at Spring Mill. I do that every day. I volunteer after my work hours with Conshohocken. I joined Conshohocken in the 1990s, and I've been through the ranks all the way up to deputy chief. I've been many ranks in Spring Mill throughout the years of my career. I've been in the fire service 41 years so far. I love the fire service. I look forward to doing this stuff every day. I'm married, 2 kids, as you know. My daughter is Kristen. She works for the borough. 2 grandkids.
We all know Kristen.
I was asked to sit on the Civil Service Committee for the Fire Service by Chief Gunning. I said, sure, you know, it's something I was looking forward to do. You know, with my experience, my background, and training, I feel I'd be a good fit for that committee. So I was on the when we hired the first one, Steve, when we ended up hiring Steve Young, I was on that committee to go through the physical agility test. So I was able to sit down with the committee then and, come up with some decisions. So just looking forward to it. Hopefully I could be a help to your committee.
Great. Anyone have any questions?
He answered
I know, he was
everything.
able to
I was like,
go
that was
right
good.
down the list.
Sorry.
Okay, so
That's called the elevator.
Yeah, I admire your
Excelsior.
dedication to be doing this since you were a teenager.
Thank you. I had to. So, but thank you. Thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah, thanks, Gary. And then Ryan? Ryan, that's a tough act to follow, but we're going to ask
It's
you
a very
to
tough act, yeah.
lay it out there for us.
Yeah, so Ryan Belcher, lived in the borough now for 3 years. First year as a homeowner, though, so it's time to start getting involved. Similar to Gary, I started firefighting when I was 16 at a neighboring town over. When I moved here, I was good friends with Calvin Perlman, our deputy chief, got me back involved in the firehouse. I'm a lieutenant there now, and similar to Gary, Tim asked me if I had any interest in it. And like I said, I just bought a house. Now I can give back to the borough aside from the firehouse. Something I'm interested in, something I think I could help out with. My daily career, I'm involved in the hiring process with our employees, so I have some background on that side. And then, like I said, I have the firehouse background for, 17 years now, 16 years now. So. Not as long as the speeches get.
Anyone have any questions for Stephen?
can I just get a clarifying question? They're both here for the Fire Civil Service Commission or the regular Civil Service?
They're here for civil service.
Okay.
So we'll have one commission. As we
Okay.
grow, we may separate into two, but we'll
Okay.
have one civil service commission
Okay.
that will serve the needs of the police civil service and the fire civil service.
Okay.
But clearly, they were recruited by Chief Gunning
That's why I asked the question.
for fire. They will join our current civil service
Okay.
commissioners that we currently have now.
Okay.
And we will have a full commission along with an alternate, which will be appointed by their commission. So they'll have a meeting, they'll appoint their 3 positions and an alternate, and they'll be ready to serve for whatever the Civil Service Commission needs, which is not a lot, but
Right.
yes.
So the 2 people in civil service now are staying?
They're staying unless they decide that they would like to go in a different direction. But yes, they will be
Present time.
included in the group. We need 3 members to be a full civil service commission and to conduct business. We are always faced with the situation because these individuals are volunteering their time, that not everybody is available when we need to have a meeting. Sometimes those meetings are time sensitive. We do have the ability to do a virtual meeting, so we know you have lives and jobs, and but in the case that someone is not available, then an alternate can step in. So this is a critical position in the borough, especially given the growth in the fire department. And so we thank you very much for stepping up and volunteering again.
Yes, super duper volunteers. You run towards the need, so we thank you for that. All right, any other questions? All right, thank you.
No, thank you.
All right, so, council, we're looking for a motion to appoint both Gary and Ryan to the Civil Service Commission this evening, subject to the final approval of their applicable clearances.
To confirm, they were completed today, so we are all good to go, yes.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Congratulations, gentlemen. All right. Oh, we got more interviews. Look at this. This is wonderful. All right. Next item is to conduct an interview for a reappointment to a board and commission, and that would be the Zoning Hearing Board, and we'd like to bring Marlo up to the podium. Marlo, it feels like you were just here. Welcome back.
Yeah.
What would you all like to know about Marlo and why he wants to do zoning again?
Because he's crazy.
So tell us, Marlo, why do you want to do zoning again and continue in that space?
Yeah, so thanks for considering my reappointment. I think I'm primarily interested in continuing on because I've enjoyed the last 5 years that I've been on, especially now I'm in the role of vice chair. I really enjoy listening to the different issues that applicants bring before us and weighing the different interests that people have when both the applicants as well as the people who may be opposing those applications. Giving them a fair hearing, making sure that we're reliable and consistent. And now that we have, unfortunately, some of our more senior members leaving, I want to stay on to make sure that we maintain some institutional knowledge and consistency. So that's pretty much it.
Great. Well, we thank you for that.
Thank you.
It's definitely important to have institutional knowledge in our changing borough that's been rapidly changing, and to be able to stay our course, at least to bring that back. So thank you for your dedication. Thank you for your volunteerism. And anyone have any other questions or anything you want to know about Barlow?
No, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you,
thanks
thank
for
you.
reapplying.
Just to
And
confirm-
I think I heard a plug. We may have openings on the zoning hearing board as we move forward. So
Yes.
anyone interested in any of these boards and commissions, even if there aren't openings today, reach out to our members or our council members to actually understand what they are. And there's always opportunity.
Yep.
All right, no vote on this for this evening.
Any individual who's is up for consideration for reappointment to any board and commission, that will happen at your reorg meeting in January.
Okay, great. Thank you. All right. Next item is to consider approving Resolution 2025-34, and that's authorizing the disposal of records as recommended by our administrative and permissible per our Pennsylvania Municipal Records Manual. So it sounds like we've got records that are greater than our policy, and we're looking to have permission to destroy.
So annually, we follow the guidelines that the state sets for municipal record retention, and any records that fall outside of those guidelines and stipulations, most of our records are digitally filed, but some still require that hard copy. So if we're outside the stipulations, we do dispose per the record manual.
How many years do we have to keep them?
It varies for every single purpose piece of paper. Every topic has a different regulation that's tied to it.
Anyone have any additional questions? Hearing no additional questions, do I have a motion to approve Resolution 2025-34, which authorizes the disposal of records as recommended by the administration and permissible per the PA Municipal Records Manual?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Next item on our agenda is to consider approving an amendment to Gilmore and Associates contract for engineering services for Phase 2 of the 2023 CDBG curb ramp installation project. Any questions? Hearing no questions, do I have a motion to approve the amendment?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Next item on our agenda this evening is to discuss and consider approving the January 2026 meeting schedule for Borough Council. So I believe in our upload, we saw our meeting schedule, and it still follows the first and third Wednesdays of the month.
Yes, so we will compile all the schedules for the 2026 fiscal year and have them for you to approve in December, leading into the next year. However, moving into January 2026, it is a reorganization year, which then requires you per state code to hold your reorg meeting on the first Monday of the month, barring a holiday. So this year, that is Monday, January 5th. We usually have a regular scheduled work session on that first Wednesday, which is the 7th. So we're going to just have one meeting. We're proposing to just have one meeting on Monday, January 5th, which would be your reorg and any applicable business that needs to be conducted. and you would not conduct a meeting on that Wednesday, the 7th. We'd be meeting twice in 1 week. It's not necessary. And then you'll move right into your regular voting meeting. So for this evening, we're just confirming and asking you to consider approving the structure of the reorg meeting, which would be on Monday, January 5th at 6 p.m., and you would not have a meeting on January 7th, that Wednesday. You'd still be meeting twice in January.
Any questions? So what we're looking for is a motion to approve the January 2026 meeting schedule as Stephanie outlined.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposed? Motion carries. All right, next item on our agenda is to consider accepting a resignation of the Planning Commission member. So we have a resignation from Daniel McArdle from our Planning Commission, and I will need a motion to actually accept that into record.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Next item on our agenda is to consider approving zoning escrow release for the Millennium M4 office building development. That amount is $609.73 plus interest. Do I have a motion to approve the zoning escrow release for Millennium M4?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposed? Motion carries. All right, next item on our agenda is moving right into public comment. Do we have any public comment this evening? Come on up to the microphone. Yeah, we need to hear you, and the people at home want to hear you.
I just wondered, are our alleys ever going to be done? We got potholes, I mean.
So I can tell you that the alleys are actually homeowner-owned. So homeowners own each side of the alley to the middle.
Like a couple feet out, isn't it, 2-3 feet out?
It's the entire,
I own to the middle, and the other guy owns to the middle. So in other words, we could have our alley done without.
You may need permits.
Permits.
For the work, but you would not need approval otherwise.
Just a quick question, there are a couple exceptions to that, right? There are certain alleys.
Very few, yeah.
Yeah, there are,
Maybe
because
2 or 3.
there's like 3 that are an exception to that, so I don't know where. Yeah.
yeah, we'll look for.
I know.
I have to put you in the minutes. Rosemary Pacharo, Becharo, 300 West 11th Avenue, Concho. Born and raised. How's that?
So Steph, would you just check and see if her alley is one of the exceptions? All right, great. Come on up, come on. You got the audience today.
We had a service that came around and washed your trash cans, right?
Yes.
I have a question. This is like the second summer that we've had it, right? They come up and down the avenues, but they don't come across like Maple or Wood. They don't do the cross streets. And I asked the guy, and he says, oh, that's going to be on our agenda. I'm going to start doing them. That was this year. I haven't seen the trash can get washed. I wash it. Yeah.
Steph, can you look at that?
Yep.
Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you.
Anything else, ladies? Come on.
How about the weeds in the alley? Our man died. Since Jerry McTavish died, the weeds are growing, honey. We miss Jerry.
Yes.
So anytime you have something like that, if you just call the office and let them know that you want it looked at, we can send somebody out there to have take a look at it. That's not a problem.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, can I just, if you don't mind, can I make a comment?
Absolutely.
So, thank you very much for coming to the meeting and voicing your opinion. But I want to say, and I'm not accusing anybody, don't let it grow to be angry about it, right? When you see something, let us know, whether it's your council person or Stephanie, the borough manager, or her assistant. right? I know, we're kind of joking around, but it seemed like you may have been angry. Don't get angry. Let us know. We want to help.
Yeah, we want to
That's
help.
what we're here for. So, like.
That's why I came to the meeting tonight.
Yeah. And absolutely, always come to the meetings, but I see this a lot, and I think all of us have seen this, where it kind of grows, and now I'm angry about it. Don't get angry. Just reach out to us, and we'll help. But, for instance, the alley situation, right? We answered the question in 5 seconds. So, we can answer these questions quickly. We can get you the information you need to help, and, that's what we were elected to do, and that's what we like doing. So, just wanted to make that general statement.
And I think it also helps, I get emails a lot, just having other eyes in areas of the borough to say, hey, this is going on, don't know if you know about it, and then we can check into it. So having lots of eyes, asking questions, looking at things. We've got a lot of workers doing a lot of different projects and things, and that may not be on the weeds might not be on the top of their list in every part of the borough. So if we see them, we can send them to the areas that are actually overgrowing and those types of things. So we thank you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for sharing your concerns. We'd love to have more of it, believe it or not. That's what we're here for. Yeah. So thank you. Anyone else have public comment this evening? All right, hearing no more public comment. Brittany, did we get anything over the airwaves? No. All right. So let's roll out to our mayor's wonderful events.
So it has been a wonderful 2 weeks to be 2 years old in the Borough of Conshohocken. So we had our Fire Expo right on Fayette. Actually, I had a few people call and text me about what was going on in Fayette. So I was happy to say, oh, come on up. It's awesome. It's all the local departments were out showing off their equipment and showing all our residents what they do on a daily basis. It was really great. So thank you to everyone that participated. We host this every 3 years, something like that. And it was just a wonderful night, perfect night. And it was great to see everyone out there. We also had our pumpkin painting at the community center, which was wonderful. Lauren and her team just do a wonderful job. Even Thomas, who was scared of the giant pumpkin in the back there, warmed up to it after a while. So thank you to our Parks and Rec team for putting that on every year. And then the fun continues. We have our Halloween parade this Saturday. Please don't be afraid to come closer to the 3 end. Everyone tends to come towards the 3:45 end, and it gives our staff a heart attack because we don't think anyone's going to show. But come hang out. There's going to be music and food, and it'll be a really fun time. And then the parade starts at 4 sharp, and then we will get back together and give out awards. And a reminder that we will have a dog costume contest. So if you have pets that don't mind crowds, please bring them out. And that's it for me.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Frey, do you have anything this evening?
Mr. Fry has nothing.
Mr. Frey, I do that every single week. I think I do it on purpose.
I was going to let it go.
Ms. Elm.
Nothing tonight, thank you so much.
Ms. Kingsley. Ms. Spartan?
Can I say something about Sutcliffe and the curb cuts?
Go right ahead.
Oh, thank y'all.
Turn on your microphone, though.
It is on.
All right.
now. I just wanted to let the residents of Sutcliffe Lane know that they will be getting curb cuts next year. They've been waiting a long time for this. It's going to be done.
Okay.
And that's all I have.
Thank you. Mr. Serna. Try.
Yeah, she's
I
trying.
can't do it.
Before we meet again, we will have an election, so I encourage everyone who wants to vote, please find your polling place. Most people in Conshohocken vote at the community center, the fellowship house at the community center, but that's going to be Tuesday, November 4th, so remember to vote. Thank you.
And Mr. Shimaleski.
You get mine right.
I know. It's just how it goes.
There's nothing for me, thank you.
All right, and I have nothing this evening.
I just do one update.
You do have one update?
So we did appoint and notify the members of the redistricting task force that their appointment was completed, and we are going to be coordinating the first meeting in the next couple weeks, and then we're going to get up and running starting in the new year.
Okay, and I think we determined that Stacy and Kathleen would represent us on that task force.
So you'll see those emails coming out. We'll make sure everybody's updated, and everything will get up on the website and advertised, because they will be public meetings as well.
Wonderful. So anyone's invited.
That's correct. That's correct.
Excellent.
Thank you.
All right. Anyone have anything else for this evening before I call meeting adjourned? All right. Hearing nothing, meeting is adjourned. Thank you, everyone.